Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman. Hey, I'm live. I better put the guitar down. Right on. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another live stream here in my studio. I'm going to do, I think today I want to do, let's get the crazy world spinning. I'm glad you come and join me while I do a painting. So you can relax, and this will be fun. I'm going to do a knife painting with acrylic paint even. Really simple. It's not oil paint. It's acrylic paint is really easy to use, and you only need water to clean it up. So on this particular painting, I'm using Winsor Newton. All the colors are by Winsor Newton. I have a box here this big full of Winsor Newton paint, so I need to use it up. I mean, I've got tons of it. I could probably do 100 paintings with all that paint I got. This is going to be fun. So all you need is a knife and a canvas. This is a smaller one. I recommend if you're doing a knife painting for the first time, do it on a smaller canvas. Because imagine if you had a big canvas up here and you're trying to put color up on a large canvas. Use a small canvas. I talked about this the other day, and somehow the Mona Lisa came up. The Mona Lisa is about this big. It's a really small painting. People think it's, you know, pretty big, but it's not. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to improvise. I do know I want to have some rocks down here because I want to show you how I do these rocks. They're pretty cool. But this time I'm going to have them, I'll have them on the side here. I want to show you how I highlight them to make them look like, almost like stepping rocks, you know. They look pretty cool. What I'll do, I'm going to start with the sky. Actually, no, I'm going to start with the mountain. Let's put a mountain in there first. So we got something to deal with, like our horizon and some kind of peaks up here. So I'm going to offset my mountain peak over here a little bit. Let's just, let's put a few peaks in here. What's cool about this knife, it's almost shaped like, you know, a mountain peak. You can easily put the paint on. I'll just drag this down here this way, and when I put the snow and stuff up there, I'll make more peaks like in here like this. But watch how cool this painting turns out, just using a knife. It goes on pretty easy, just kind of, you'll get the hang of it. And all you really need is a little bit of water. I got a little bit of water in this coffee cup. I've got to be careful, I've dropped it before. And you just need a rag in your hand just to wipe off the knife. That's all you need. Now I'm going to put some blue up here. I was thinking I wanted a dark sky, so I put a little bit of white in this blue, but it's probably going to be pretty dark. But with the knife, just just put the paint up there any way it comes off the knife. It doesn't have to be on there heavy. Just put it on and then like scrape the excess off with your knife like this. And to blend it down, just take your knife across it really smoothly like this to get a nice finished look on it, okay? I'm going to add a little bit of white to that blue now, just to maybe get a different tone going over here. Just so we got some different tones. I think I'll even put some gray up in this corner, just a little bit on the corners here. Just kind of rub it into the blue now because it's still wet. Just kind of blend it in there. I'm not trying to teach you how to do it. You'll see. I'll kind of give you some tips along the way, but it's fairly simple. Just put the paint up there with the knife. The fun part is designing it. Like I have a mountain in here, and I know I'm going to have some rocks over here, and that's all I need to really get started. The rest will just happen on its own. So, I mean, if we want to add, I always say we because I think I'm talking to people. If you would like to have color in your painting, let's put some pink down there, okay? It's a really cool color in the sky. So I have crimson. It's crimson made by Winsor & Newton. And I'm just going to mix it down with some white. And it's going to be like a light pink. I don't have any room to do it. So might be some green in there. Let's put in some like pink down here. Put some color in the sky. Now where those two colors come together, just take your knife across both of them. Really flat and smooth. And the colors will kind of blend together. You'll get rid of the hard line in there. That's quite a dark blue, so I'm grabbing some white for down here to make the pink a little lighter. Fill your sky in up to your mountain. All right, very good. So what I'm going to do can get pretty close here on this edge, but try and get it down to the edge of your mountain by just keep going until you get it to the edge of your mountain. There you go. Wipe your knife off. And kind of smooth the color down now with your knife. What I'm doing is I'm pressing the knife flat and just going across it now. There we go. Wow, that looks really cool because there's going to be a lot of white clouds up there. Now take that gray, if you're going to do this, I'll pretend like I'm giving a class. So now take your gray and make your mountain just a little taller now. So it goes into the pink color. Just a little taller. Just so it gets rid of the white that's around the edge of the peaks. So just make your peaks a little bigger. Just like that. I really like that. I like the way the sky came out. It's like a really dark blue. Let's down here take some of that pink. I have to make some more. This is crimson and white, and we'll add a little blue to it. And right here at the bottom of the mountain, take this color and grab some of the gray, and let's just put it at the base of the mountain. It's pink, blue, and white. Okay. Grab a little white, just a little bit of white where the two colors are coming together, and run some white through it. Very cool. It's gonna be like dark colors. I kind of like it. I'm gonna lightly press my knife down and blend those colors down a little bit. I'm gonna put the snow up there right now at white. I'm just going to use white. You could put a little color in it if you want, but we got enough color in here. Let's just make the peaks white. I like to just put a little up there first, just to see what it looks like. If you get gray on your blade, just wipe it off and get some fresh white so you get like a bright color up there. A really bright white. Look at that. That's how I want my clouds to kind of look. Let me just zoom into this so you can kind of see what I'm doing. You don't need to see me. I like doing knife work. The whole painting with the knife, it comes out looking really awesome. It almost looks like impressionism, and I didn't even try to make them look like impressionism. They just kind of come out that way. For my shadow side, I call this the shadow side of the mountain. I'm going to make like a blue, purple. I put blue with a little red and a little gray to dull it down a bit. I almost want to say it's a grayish purple, okay? And I'm going to, everywhere I have white, I'm just going to pull a little bit of this color down to the left a little. If you want your painting more brighter, just make the purple brighter. I kind of want it to look dark. Really cool looking. Look at that. Wow. Look at that mountain. Look at all the different colors already. This blue turned to purple, pink, light pink. We got purple down here, a purple gray up here. I kind of like the way this white looks up there, so I'm not going to hit it because I'm just going to try and come next to it. Because I like the way that peak looks up there. If you get too close to the white, you might hit it and mess it up a little. So I just came up just next to it. I'll wait for that to dry so I can. But look at how this looks like a cool ridge here now. See that swooping down right there? Wow. Really cool looking. Now to give this some flavor down here, I'm going to grab some white, just a roll of white on the blade, and kind of, we'll put some color down in here just to give it a different look. Just to make it look like there's some other things going on down there. Just like that. Wow. That mountain's came out pretty good. I want to continue this one down just a little with white because I kind of put it too high there. So I'm just going to connect the white with the rest of the mountain really carefully like that. There we go. Man, look at those mountains. Grab if you want to work on your mountains a little, you can grab a little bit of that purple color and you can add it in certain places on your peaks. Just a little. Not too much. You don't have to work it too much. It already looks good. Wow. So far, everything's been done with a knife. I kind of like it. So I'm gonna put my clips down here real quick. I'm gonna use a dark, dark, like a grayish black. I'm putting a little gray in the black. Because I want to have some cool rocks here. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to put fill it all in with black down here. I mean, you don't have to think of this as a whole painting. I mean, you can use like the way I did that mountain on your painting, okay? And then you can use this technique I'm using here on another one of your paintings, okay? This will look good on any painting, like down in the foreground here. I'll show you what I mean when I go to highlight this. If you were good in geometry, I think you'd make a good painter. Because you need to use geometry on this section here. It's really flat right now, but when we're done, that's gonna look so wicked cool. Let's see who's in the Marianne's bag. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Does that look like a forest fire? Maybe it does, huh? Yeah. I remember, Daniel, the other day you said you liked those rocks I did in the front of some of my paintings. Did you see the one I did earlier? Where's that painting? You're gonna. I don't want to show you because I'm gonna do the same thing with these. But man, the way I do these rocks, it comes out so cool looking. I'm starting to like the knife paintings, you know. Because really, you don't have to deal with brushes, you know. You just got one knife. It's really fun too. Yeah, maybe I could put some like orangey color down here to make it look like somebody's got like a campfire going or something. Utrecht paint. You mix their Alzerian crimson and their yellow, man, it looks like fire. But this is all Winsor and Newton again. It's Friday, Daniel. I'm off, and I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Sunday. It's unbelievable. Oh, you saw that last one, yeah. They looked like pillars, that's right. And it gave me an idea for out here on the mountains too. Like like down here in the front, you could make some of those rocks formations like down in this area. I think it'd look really cool instead of putting trees in there all the time. So I was talking to Mary Ann earlier. She's going to try to use her knife. She's going to try it. Now there's some artists out there that would try and tell you to blend that white down into there, but I like to leave it on there so it stays bright, you know. You know how I blended all this down in here? I like it looks cool down here, but on the mountain you got to have it look like snow, so that's why I leave it heavy up there. So I guess I'm gonna just run some hills in here. Uh, I think I'm gonna keep the hills going this way, I guess, with the mountain. So everything looks like it's drawing down this way. So I'm gonna use some of the blue from the sky with the little crimson in it. I don't think there'll be any green in this painting. I don't think so. This will all be a light color in here. What's cool about this, I'm really getting the colors to mix together really good. You really end up with colors that you don't see coming out of the tube. That looks really cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to turn those into pillars like that other painting you saw from earlier. I think later on after this painting, I'm going to do a vase, a pretty big vase on a table in a room with a window and some flowers. I'm probably going to use a knife because it'll come out better than with a brush. Mary Ann saw what it might look like earlier. Now, this technique, you still want to make the distance look light, so I'm going to add some white back here. You still want to do things the same way and lighten up your distance. The white will blend right into it and turn to a lighter color. It's pretty cool. Then you get all these different tones going on in here now, so I'm thinking I might be able to put a bluish green down here. I might be able to get away with it, or a pastel green. Let me try a pastel green first. You would want a dark color here, but I think a light green is going to look good. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think it'll be just enough green in the painting. Where it looks cool. Wow. Yeah, I really like that. I'm letting some of that green mix in with the purple there, so you get a different color in there. I think if you're like an interior decorator, you might be a good painter. Because I think those interior decorators know about what colors go well together. Still adding a little white into that green there, just to change the color up here a little bit. Wow, this is turning out pretty good. I'm going to do the top part of these rocks first, and then I'll do all the pillars in a second. So now if you want to add something like this into one of your paintings, it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is just put some tops up here. With white, like the flat part of the rock up on top there. And I'm going to try and make some steps here. I think that's enough. That's going to look pretty cool. I can tell already. So the way I do these pillars is just like the mountain now. All this color here, I'm going to pull maybe a grayish color down, and you'll see. I'll use the purple I used up here on the mountain. I have to make a little more. You don't have to worry about it being too dark right off the bat, because we can add the darker stuff in later. Let's pull some color down. Try to be a little light on your knife in some places. You don't need it to cover it all with gray. Just kind of get a little light with your knife like this. Let some of the black show through. Wow, that already looks cool. Man, that looks so wicked. See, I mean, this is where the kids would be playing, on these rocks here. So that's just three colors there. Black underneath, white. You just create your tops, and then create the pull down the pillars, and try and leave some of the black in there. That's just a rough, that's rough right there. You can actually come back in here with more black and create more shadows if you want. All right, I'm going to move back up here now and finish this valley. I don't know what to put in there yet. I think I know what I want to do. I need to... I want to create another some kind of hill here. There we go. There we go. Now I can run a trail through here, maybe all the way down. So I'm going to switch to the diamond knife for my trail. We're going to bring a trail from way up here all the way down through here into the grass here. It's going to look pretty cool. Then I'll do the clouds next. When you do the trail, try and keep your knife horizontal. looking pretty good. I'm going to bring that trail right through here. Ba-da-ba. All right. Not bad. Could have been better, but I like it. Man, I really like these rocks here. It almost looks like, I really like the way the rocks are standing out. It gives it almost like a 3D look, doesn't it? It's turning out pretty good for a knife painting. Bonnie Turner. Wow, thanks, Bonnie. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found them because, yeah, they don't go out to too many people. Maybe we don't want them going out to too many people. Yeah, still life. I think I'm going to do a still life after this one. I'll probably eat some dinner, then I'll do a still life. I mean, I don't have to get up early tomorrow. I don't have to work, so I'm just going to have a painting party, I guess. But try and do some different stuff. Well, good. I'm glad to have you aboard, Bonnie. There's so much on there now I can't even remember, so yeah. But what I like about, I started out with oil paint, but what I like about this acrylic, it dries so fast. And then, like, if I need because I'm gonna go sell on the weekends, I can sell these right away. If this was an oil painting with a knife, man, this would take a whole month to dry. Literally a whole month before you could sell it because the paint would be so thick if it was an oil painting. And I wouldn't be able to sell it for that long. So that's why I like acrylic paint. One of the reasons why. There's more reasons. I gotta put some, I think I need some vertical things down here now. I guess I'm gonna try some bushes down here. I almost grabbed my, I wanted to grab my fan brush, but no, we don't need the fan brush. Kind of afraid to use dark green, but let's see, we got the trail here. Maybe I'll dot some grass on the side of the trail here. There we go. That looks good. It needs something in there. It needs like shadows and stuff, you know. So, uh, thinking right in here, I could use. I might be able to use just red. Like, let's see, just a little red. There we go. Just to add some character in there. And then over here would be like a dark purple. Let's see, where's my trail here? There we go. That's all I think I need down in there. Uh, I don't even think I want to put trees down there. Good enough. All right, I'm going to do the clouds now. What I will do, I'll put some like branches coming out of these rocks maybe. The clouds, oh boy. I can't do my favorite clouds now with my fan brush. It's kind of a cool painting. It's not going to have any trees in it. No trees. All right, so I'm going to start off small with the clouds, okay? So, I'm going to put some small clouds down here first around the base of the mountain. And then just kind of get bigger as I move up. You see where I have the transition where the blue and the pink come together? I'm trying to hit it so I can try and conceal it with the clouds. It's not bad. Do 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 do. I mean, they're not the greatest clouds, but they'll work. Do 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 do. Wow. I think that's good enough. This white's gonna soak in so that it won't be so bright when it dries. There's a lot of light on there. That's the simplest way to do clouds without using a brush. It's already dry. Let me try and do this. You could take some white and really get it to rub in there. So it looks more transparent. It'll make the cloud look further back. You'd really have to come in here with your knife now and really smooth all your edges out. To make them look like more like rounded clouds. That looks good enough. I kind of like that. Something different. I'm going to try to put a few lines in here now. Do 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 do. Well, this is my favorite painting of the day, I think. Of the day. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do with this one for now because I can't think of what else to put in there. I don't want any trees, so that's it. But look at those colors, how everything blended together. I kind of like it. There's a lot of stuff to look at in there. Yeah, thanks, Marianne. I like how it looks flat down, like down. This looks like it's flat ground down there. This looks like a side of a hill coming that way. Looks pretty cool. It looks like another planet, huh? I wonder if I put the moon up there, it'd probably add a little bit to the sky, huh? Yeah, I think the moon would be good up there. Like right down in the red and blue section, right about in here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it's its own planet. That's true. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like the way I scraped. You see how I just scraped the color on the sides here? It adds like shadows and rocks and stuff. It looks like. I think I'm gonna leave it. That's it. I did this in less than an hour, so that's pretty good. Yeah, these rocks. If I never took geometry, but these look like they look like 3D to me. I think it's good enough because I don't want to overwork it. I could do some stuff on the mountains, but it looks like everything I did was just in one take. I did. I don't want to overwork it. All right, guys, give me about 15 minutes. I'm gonna do a still life in about 15 minutes. It's gonna be a knife painting, but it's gonna be like a flower pot in a room on a table with some flowers coming out of the pot. It'll come out good though. It'll kind of look like this because it's gonna be knife work. Because I don't think I could do that in a. If I used a brush, it would take too long. The knife work is a lot better to add shading and light to a painting. It's real simple with the knife. Plus, you can mix your colors better with the knife. It just adds a lot to it. What time is it over there where you're at, Marianne? It's 12 hours difference, huh? Is it 3 in the morning? Wow, you're up late. Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock here. After 24 after midnight. Okay. Well, maybe you can watch and fall asleep while you're watching. All right, I'll hurry up. Thanks, everybody. I'm glad you found me there, Bonnie. Cool. Glad to have you aboard.